Hello, English learners, and welcome back to English Podcast Rise, your ultimate guide to learning English and speaking naturally, confidently, and fluently. My name is James, and today we are diving into a topic that everyone needs at some point: how to start a conversation and connect with new people. Whether you are settling into a new city, stepping into a new classroom, or traveling to a new country, knowing how to break the ice can open up incredible opportunities. Today, I am joined by Catherine, an experienced English speaker with a real gift for making people feel at ease. Catherine, welcome to the show.
Hi, James. Thank you so much. I am really looking forward to this conversation. Building real connections has honestly transformed my life, and I cannot wait to share some insights.
I feel exactly the same. Before we dive into the strategies and techniques, we are going to start with a real conversation, and afterward, we will break it down and discuss the key points. Hey, excuse me, is this seat free?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thanks. I'm James, by the way.
Nice to meet you, James. I'm Catherine.
Nice to meet you too, Catherine. Are you waiting for someone?
No, just taking a break. It's been a long morning.
I feel you. Work's been nonstop lately. So, do you come here often?
First time, actually. A friend told me the coffee here's amazing, so I thought I'd give it a try.
You made a good choice. Their cappuccino is top-notch.
Definitely.
So, what do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I work in marketing, mostly digital campaigns and social media. What about you?
Nice. I'm in web development, mostly freelance, so I work from cafes a lot.
That sounds kind of perfect, honestly. You get to choose your space and be creative at the same time.
Yeah, it has its moments. Freedom is great, but sometimes I miss the energy of an office. Did you grow up around here?
Actually, no. I moved here from Manchester a few months ago. Everything still feels new.
Ah, welcome then. How are you liking it so far?
It's been good. A bit overwhelming at first. The pace is faster than I'm used to, but people are friendly and there's always something happening.
That's true.
Yep.
There's never a dull moment. If you ever want recommendations for things to do or places to eat, I know a few hidden gems.
That would be lovely, actually. I've mostly just stuck to places near my flat.
Understandable.
Haven't explored much yet.
Moving to a new city is a whole process. Have you made any friends here yet?
A few, but mostly colleagues. Still figuring out how to meet people outside work.
I totally get that. Making friends as an adult is strangely hard sometimes.
Absolutely. It's not like school where you just sit next to someone and suddenly you're best friends.
True. But I think it starts with little moments like this.
Agreed.
Just talking to strangers and seeing what happens.
Honestly, this conversation made my day better.
Same here. It's refreshing to talk to someone face to face without screens in the way.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that more. Less scrolling, more living.
I like that. Mind if I ask, what do you usually do for fun?
I'm a big reader. Also into art galleries, long walks, and I've recently started yoga. You?
I'm more of a music guy. Honestly, I play a little guitar when I have time. Nothing professional, just for the love of it.
Cool.
And I'm a huge fan of old films, the black and white classics. There's just something timeless about them.
Yeah, totally.
The dialogue, the atmosphere, the way emotions were portrayed without all the fancy effects we see nowadays.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like modern movies sometimes rely so much on special effects that they forget about storytelling.
Absolutely.
With the older ones, it's all about the script, the expressions, the chemistry between characters.
You said it perfectly. It's like back then they had fewer tools, but somehow they created more powerful emotions. Like in Some Like It Hot, you can feel the heartbreak, the tension. Every small glance means something.
Wow, I need to watch it then. I've heard the name so many times, but never actually sat down to see it.
Definitely.
Maybe I've been missing out on something beautiful.
Honestly, you should. Some lines from those movies are unforgettable. There's a depth and subtlety that modern films sometimes miss. Actually, it's not just about entertainment. Watching those movies helped me improve my English too.
Really?
Well, when you listen to those dialogues, you pick up natural expressions, the rhythm of real conversation, It's different from classroom English. It's more alive.
That makes a lot of sense. I feel like sometimes what we learn in textbooks is so formal. No one actually speaks like that in real life.
Exactly. Language is like music. It's about flow, emotion, not just grammar rules. Speaking of which, what about you? Do you have anything you're passionate about outside of work?
I guess I've always loved writing. Ever since I was a kid, I used to keep journals, write short stories, little poems.
Interesting.
Now I don't get as much time, but whenever I feel overwhelmed, writing still helps me clear my mind.
That's amazing. Writing is such a powerful tool, both for expressing yourself and for processing life. Sometimes I think we're all just walking stories, waiting to be written down.
I love that thought. And honestly, sitting here, talking like this, feels like one of those rare moments that you want to remember.
It really does. It's funny how a simple conversation with someone you just met can suddenly feel so meaningful.
Yeah, I think it's because we both showed up. We were open, not just staring at our phones, not pretending to be busy.
True, it's rare these days. Everyone's always rushing somewhere, lost in their own bubble. But sometimes, if you slow down and actually notice people around you, amazing connections happen.
That's something I want to do more of. Be present, be curious, just talk to people without expecting anything.
I think that's the secret. When you talk to someone without an agenda, not trying to sell, impress, or get something, conversations flow naturally.
Absolutely, and it's refreshing to meet someone who believes that too.
Likewise, honestly, Catherine, I'm glad I asked about the seat. Otherwise, I would have missed out on a really good conversation.
Me too, James. Maybe we're overcomplicating things in life. Maybe it's really just about showing a little kindness and starting small.
Could not agree more. One hello can change the entire course of your day, or maybe even your life.
You know what? Next time I see someone sitting alone, I think I'll say hi. You've inspired me.
Good. And who knows, maybe someday you'll have a story even better than ours to tell.
Definitely, and maybe in the meantime, you can send me that movie list you promised.
It's a deal. I'll put together a list of must-watch classics. Some drama, a little romance, a little suspense, all the good stuff.
Perfect. I'll get the popcorn ready.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, I'm actually planning to check out a small art exhibit this weekend. It's showcasing some vintage photography. If you're free and feel like exploring, you're more than welcome to join.
That sounds lovely. Honestly, I'd love to. It's been a while since I did something cultural and inspiring.
Awesome. I'll text you the details then.
Please do. And thanks, James.
Anytime.
Really. You turned an ordinary coffee break into something pretty memorable.
That's the real magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just having the courage to start a simple conversation can open doors you never even knew were there. Anyway, it was genuinely great meeting you, Catherine. Let's definitely stay in touch.
Absolutely, James. It's rare to meet someone you can talk to so easily. I'm really glad our paths crossed today. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
Take care, Catherine. Looking forward to more conversations like this.
Me too, James. Have a wonderful day.
All right, we're back. What you just heard was a real example of how an easy, natural conversation between two people can unfold. No pressure, no script, just genuine connection.
Exactly, and notice how James didn't start with anything complicated.
Right.
A simple question, is this seat taken, was enough to start the conversation.
Sometimes we overthink the first line, but in real life, the smallest question can open the door to connection. Let's go over some key tips for starting conversations with anyone.
Here are a few openers that work almost anywhere. Hey, is this seat free? Hi, I like your shoes. Where did you get it? Do you know if this bus goes to Boston? These feel casual and friendly, and they invite the other person to respond without pressure.
Great examples. The goal is to sound natural, not rehearsed.
Right.
Don't be afraid to smile, make eye contact, and be present in the moment. Once you start the conversation, shift the focus to the other person. Ask questions like, what do you do for work? How long have you lived here? What do you usually do on weekends?
And listen, really listen. People can tell when you're genuinely curious. It builds trust.
Exactly. In our example, when I asked Catherine what brought her here, she opened up naturally. That's because I wasn't rushing and I was really interested.
Sharing a little about yourself helps balance the conversation. When James talked about his work and offered to show me around, it made the connection feel warm and personal.
You don't have to share your whole life story, just small bits that make you more relatable.
End it smoothly or keep it going if the conversation is flowing naturally. Like, it was great talking to you. Want to grab coffee sometime? Or, hey, do you want to exchange numbers or Instagram handles?
And if you need to end it politely, it was lovely chatting. I've got to run, but I hope we bump into each other again.
Starting a conversation doesn't have to feel scary. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Right.
You don't need perfect grammar. You just need a willingness to connect. And people appreciate when someone takes the initiative. It shows confidence and warmth.
Thanks for joining me, Catherine. This was a fantastic conversation.
Thank you, James. Always a pleasure.
And to our listeners, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell us, what do you say when you meet someone new? Until next time, keep practicing and make sure to replay the podcast for maximum benefit. And remember, every day is a new opportunity to improve your English.